Hey, Steve Clark is taking us inside the game. Yes, indeed. We got a little connection issue on our end, but I'm glad to have you on. Hey, how are you doing, Steve? You don't
Steve,
hear.
we still don't hear Steve. Where is he? Good music,
Are you
though.
there? Can you hear?
I can dance to
I
it.
can hear you
There
now.
you
There
are.
you
Yeah.
are. All
All
right.
right.
Fabulous. Good morning, Steve.
Morning, Steve.
Good morning. It has been so long. I've forgotten the routine and
I
all the
know, I
things that
know.
are going on. But it's so glad to talk to you guys again. And so much has happened in the
Wow.
world
Yeah.
of sports since we've last talked. So,
Yeah.
how would you like to begin?
Well, let's talk. Let's talk championship game coming up on the 19th. I know we'll be able to talk about that again next week. But the games that transpired to get us there.
Oh my gosh. I mean, the Ole Miss Miami game.
Yeah.
What an exciting fourth quarter game where I think the lead changes, I think there were four of them in this one. What was surprising was the Miami defense that was their calling card
Yeah.
against Texas A&M and Ohio State did not show up.
Right.
But it was the offense that carried Miami in this one. So if you're a Hurricane fan, I mean, you know you're an underdog, but you have to feel a little bit better about your offense. And if the defense shows up next Monday night, then maybe they have a chance in this one. But really, guys, the story is the Indiana
Yeah.
Hoosiers.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
Mm,
if you recall, at the beginning of this season, pretty much every sports analyst across the nation, when you have 8 months to talk about it, where does everything line up? Well, Penn State's the number one football team in America, followed by Ohio State closely. And Illinois and Indiana are dark horses to
Yeah.
make the playoff.
Right.
And the Hoosiers, you know, they had a great year, but they're going to lose a few more times
Right.
Hmm.
this year as a part of a wake-up call. Come on.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
mean, this is the most dominant team that I have seen in a while. And you know, my mother, she's like 87 years old, and she said, you know, the thing I like about Indiana is they just play football.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They go out there, they don't make spectacles of themselves. They just go out there, they execute, rarely make mistakes, and they're just dominating right now. And you know, you kind of saw it when Indiana played Illinois back in late September where they just totally destroyed the Fighting Illini, and
Mm-hmm.
Indiana hasn't looked back.
Yeah. Yeah. And look, you can't. You would not say it's the beginning of a powerhouse, but you could definitely say it looks like the beginning of a perennial playoff team. I mean, as long as you have Signetti in there, you're probably
Mm-hmm.
going to be a winning program.
Well, what's happening now is after 2 straight years, Indiana has built credibility with everybody. Okay, and it took a while because you know if you remember, like, well, you know, Indiana had a nice run, but they're going to go play at Oregon, and no one wins in Eugene
Hmm.
until
Mm-hmm.
they won in Eugene.
Mm.
And now you have 2 straight years of credibility. They're going to be able to go through the portal and pick up anybody they
Right.
want because there's
Right.
Yeah.
people lining up to play for the Indiana Hoosiers right
Right.
now.
Hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
it's already shown in the Big Ten portal where Michigan State's Nick Marsh, one of the best receivers in the Big Ten, went into the portal, and he's a Hoosier now. So I mean, that's you know they'll find another quarterback. I don't know who it will be yet, but they'll find another quarterback that will replace their lineman. And they got Mark Cuban money coming in.
Oh
You know, the
boy.
guy from
Yeah.
Shark Tank.
That's right.
He's an
Mm-hmm.
Indiana grad. He's going to be willing to put some of those dollars in there, much
Yep.
like Stephen Ross has done so for the University of Michigan. And yeah, I think Indiana is going to be a powerhouse. Now, what we're going to find in the offseason when this is all said and done is the lure of the NFL because there's like 9 NFL head coaching opportunities out there.
Yeah.
And I know at least a couple of them are going to try to throw their money at Sig to see if they'll join them in the NFL. Sig didn't want the Penn State job. We'll see what happens when they throw in all that NFL money to him to
Mm.
decide whether he is going to stay or not.
Now, doesn't Mendoza have a younger brother at Indiana that's a
Mm.
quarterback?
Yes, he is, and
Yeah.
he whether he's that good to start right away, probably not. And I don't
Mm-hmm.
think Signetti is going to try to groom a quarterback to get him in there. But You never know. But the thing
Right.
is, Indiana's season isn't over yet, so they're not worried about who they're going to be able to grab out of the portal just yet. But that seems to be Cignetti's deal right now: is not wait for the five-star athlete to grow up, but to pick a solid, proven player who's already established himself.
Yeah, and then coach him up, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
he doesn't have the 5 stars. He hasn't needed them. The big question going into the Oregon Indiana game, in addition to the game itself, was who's going first in the NFL draft. And I would say Mendoza comported himself very well versus Moore, and we might see him as the number 1 pick. So thank you very much, Steve.
Well, I mean, you bet Mendoza didn't make many mistakes, did he?
no,
That's
he
right.
doesn't
Nope,
make many.
he didn't.
Inside the Game, Steve Clark. Have a wonderful day. Thanks a lot.